The Arizona State Sun Devils coming off an 11-3 season where they went 7-2 in the Big 12. Under third-year head coach Kenny Dillingham, he's 14-11 overall now. They are riding high after a surprise Big 12 title and a CFP berth. That's right. If you don't remember, they were picked dead last in the Big 12 last year and ended up winning the conference title. Despite preseason projections, around like 79th in SP+. They certainly surged late. They won the conference crown. They nearly knocked off Texas in the playoff if it wasn't for, like a 4th and 11 play that Texas scored a touchdown on. They're going to miss their 2024 breakout star, the running back Cam Skattebo, who now plays in the NFL. He's with the Giants. The rest of their leadership largely returns this season. No major transfers out. Skattebo stands alone among the losses there. The quarterback room returns. Sam Leavitt, he ranked top 3 nationally in QBR post-November. And weapons like the wide receiver Jordan Tyson and the tight end Shamon Mateer, they return, though some new wideouts like Noble Johnson and Jalen Moss are going to need to step up. Offense-wise, offensive coordinator Marcus Arroyo is back. He's running that same effective pistol scheme that he has always done. The Sun Devils lose Skattebo's versatility, but they return 4 starting offensive linemen. They added veteran tackle Jamedo Obigbo, and they expect Tyson Brown, Kanye Udo, who came in from Army, and Raleek Brown to comprise a committee that offsets volume that they lost. On defense coordinator Brian Ward in his 3rd season, he brings back 14 out of 17 defenders who played 200-plus snaps. Now, the front 7 retains impact players like C.J. Fight, Elijah O'Neal, and corners Keith Abney II and Javon Robinson. Their pass rush still needs an edge. I'll say that. All right, let's talk some of the betting juice here. The win total sits at 8.5. Under is -114. That's a 53.27% implied probability. They are tied as Big 12 co-favorites at +550. That's around 15.4% implied. It's the same with Kansas State, Utah, and Texas Tech. They're all 3 favorites, all co-favorites. On the national stage, Arizona State pegged around +410 to make the CFP. That's a little less than 20% probability. Key contributors this year, obviously going to be Sam Leavitt, the senior wide receiver Tyson, the tight end Mateer, and defensive leaders like Fight, O'Neal, Abney, and Robinson that I mentioned earlier. You add in the running backs Udo and Brown, they've got a lot of talent here. I mean, this is a good roster. For success in 2025, Arizona State needs Leavitt to stay efficient. They need new weapons to emerge. They need a steadied run game without Skattebo, and that experienced defense to, again, force some turnovers and stop the run. Biggest challenges are going to include replacing Skattebo's production, improving that pass rush, navigating a pretty rugged road slate that's at Utah, Baylor, Iowa State, and handling parity in a, honestly, stronger Big 12 this season. Season pivots will include road tests at Utah and Baylor, and it's in a pretty tough non-conference opener. And yes, I said tough. I'm talking about Mississippi State on the road. That is still an SEC roster. It's not up to par with the rest of the SEC rosters. They should be able to handle them, but it is a difficult road game. And you've got critical midseason conference battles, right? TCU, Texas Tech, Iowa State, a favorable home stretch against West Virginia, Colorado, and Arizona to close out. That could certainly tip the scales if Arizona State stays healthy and motivated late in the season. I think Skattebo was that integral to this team. Looking at some of the close wins that they had last season, I think there's just a touch of regression here. I've got them 9-3. I've got losses at Baylor, at Utah, and at Iowa State. Would it surprise me to see them, win back-to-back conference titles? No. I mean, you return the quarterback, you return most everybody from a championship team. 3rd year of a head coach, 3rd-year coordinators. Feel like we're getting there. But I've got them 9-3. We'll see what it looks like. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter @GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.